Hello, hello. I'm in like straight up bum mode this weekend. As the majority of everybody knows, there's, a cold front. It's even going through like the southern states and all the places that are normally warm. Now where I live, my son woke me up at like 4 in the morning and it was like negative 18, which is stupid cold, right? I mean, it really is. And then it was even in other parts of my state, quite literally was, I don't know, negative 20 or more, which is actually unfortunately normal for this part of the country. So other people are not prepared, but we are built a little different over here because we're kind of used to the cold. So, which I wish I didn't have to say because I absolutely loathe the cold. But for those of you who are experiencing all sorts of crazy things, I feel for you. I do not like the cold weather. I like warm weather. But here we are going through, which, yes, I did just talk about the weather for like over a minute, but it's crazy because obviously people who are not used to snow or this type of cold are kind of panicking, because it's not normal for you guys. Whereas me, I'm like, it's negative 20. It's pretty normal for the winter for us. But anyway, I wanted to jump on here and talk with you guys a little bit about kind of your job and working and raises and things like that. So a lot of people who get into sales, they do it because they have uncapped income, because your effort matches your wages. Your effort matches your paycheck. And I know this from being an employee for a really long time that the harder I worked, I didn't necessarily get paid more because there's a certain cap on your income. You can only make so much. You can only get raises. The places that I worked, it was usually annually, but it wasn't always annually. When the economy was bad, we went years without raises. So you're doing the same job and you may be doing it way better than the guy next to you, but you don't get paid anymore. A lot of times it was based off of years of service and different things. And obviously I always got good evaluations. And when it was time to get raises, I always got raises. But that being said, I could never out earn someone else by working harder. And something about me is I'm very hardworking and very driven. So it really should have made sense a long time ago that I should have been in something that was commission based and based off of sales, because I can actually get paid what I'm worth. I can get paid equal to my effort. And that's why I really like what it is that I do here. And this worked as something so well to supplement my income when I very first started. And I had a job and I did this on the side and all of the things. And then with having very small children, when I make more in one sale, when I can pay all of my bills with one sale, it really makes sense to be home with my kids and be raising them, not paying for childcare, not rushing around, and literally pouring from an empty cup all of the time. So I'm really calling out the people that are hustling, that are super hardworking. You perfect the craft of everything that you do. That's what type of worker I was. Everything that I did it with excellence. I did it well. I did it above and beyond. And those are the types of people that I enjoy working with. Those people who are confident, who know that they may not know exactly what they're doing right away, but they're going to figure it out. And you are my people and the people that I would love to work with, because I I definitely you have all had people that you've worked with at jobs that you wouldn't employ, right? You're like, I don't actually want to work. Like, those are not the types of people that I want to partner with. And I have partnered with them in the past and been so excited for them, and they don't actually want to come in and work or do anything. And this is definitely the effort you put in is the effort you get out type of business. And I love that. It's great for me and people like me who are very hardworking, working and driven and do the things that they're taught to do. But for those people who are bad employees, who need a kick in the butt, who don't do what it is that they're supposed to do, entrepreneurship isn't quite for those people, because motivation is fleeting and discipline kicks in when the motivation stops, because you're not always motivated. You don't always feel like doing all of the things, but you do them anyway because you have people to help and obviously a paycheck to earn and all of those different things. And I mean, there's days that you don't feel like going to work, but you go anyways. But then there's those other people who do go to work and they show up and they do bare minimum, and then you pick up all of the slack. If you were the slack picker upper, you would be great to work with me, because everything that you do here benefits you, so that you go farther and you make more money and you do more things. And so that's why I like pairing and partnering with people who are very hardworking and driven. And those people who really excel. And people are getting into these type of sales because they want to make more money and they want to be paid well for their time. And I don't blame them, because in an economy that is quite brutal, everything is so expensive, we all need more. Now, for me, my dream is to be with my kids and raise them full time and never work a full-time job again, because my children are very little and I don't want to miss any of the moments. I had a mom who was present before I was school age and everything too. And I just really think that it matters, and I'm able to actually teach at my kids' school now and spend even more time with them and have an actual hand in their education and other kids' education, which I'm very passionate about in this regard, in the way that we do it. But that's my dream, and to help as many moms who want other options as I can, because I didn't know something like this existed. I wish I had found it years earlier before I had my children. There's some of the girls here that found this before they had children, and I've watched them not have to struggle in the ways that I did. And that was pouring from an empty cup all of the time and bouncing my babies around, and I didn't get to enjoy them as infants as much as I should have, because I was working and surviving. And I just really believe that women deserve more than survival mode, because that takes away all of that feminine side of us and those nurturing sides of us. And we have high cortisol and we're stressed and we're burnt out and we're snappy, and it creates, medical issues. And there's all of these things like that happen to women when you're just completely drained. And I think that we deserve better, and I think that our kids deserve better, and that is why I am on this fearless pursuit to help as many moms as I can. So for those of you who are wondering, you know how to get a hold of me. I am always I'm going to run this business until I can't, right? Forever. If you ever question, like, hey, I wonder if she's still doing that thing, I'm always going to still be doing this thing, because I help people improve their health, and I help get moms back to their kids if they want to be, or pay off debt, or whatever your goals are. I can help you with those. Our goals don't have to look the same. You can keep your job and just make money on the side. Whatever it is that you want to do, if you are motivated and driven and positive, and you know that you can learn and be taught to do anything. Guys, I had no idea what I was doing when I came here. I didn't even know how to use social media, nothing like that. I've learned all sorts of things that I never would have imagined that I could learn, and now I lead a lot of people, to freedom every single day, which has just been wild to me, because I've technically only been here a couple years, but it's powerful what we do here. You make an impact, you feel fulfilled because you're helping others. And if that's something that it sounds like you would want to do, reach out to me. We're never too old. It's never too late to change something up, to do something different. You guys, I'm going to be 40 this year. And if you would have told me that I would have been doing a complete career swap at 38 years old, I would have never believed you. I loved law enforcement. I loved what I was doing, but I missed my kids dearly. And this has really bridged that gap to where I'm able to be there with them and do the things that really matter and are important to me. So hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and we'll be chatting soon. See ya.